Hopefully we find one or two better sized fish, but all you can do is catch fish. There's, oh, that was a hit. I've just had a hit. That was a lucky ducky. We'll drop this back down. I think I just had a hit on the drop. Oh, are we in? Are we in? We're in. Yes. There's a fish. There we go. That one feels a little bit better, folks. Lovely. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back out on the boat once again, back out with our old friend Matthew Forrester on Silver Halos. Today, fingers crossed, we're going to do a little bit of jigging with the old trusty faithful Joker jigs, and we're going to hit one or two bass on some inshore wrecks. So sit back and enjoy. You know the drill, should be rod benders all round, fingers crossed. And yeah, we'll take you through what we're doing when we do it. Let's do this. We've got a little band of merry men. We're out on a charter today, so there we go. There's a little crew there. Look, they're all huddled in the cabin. We've been getting some really rough weather coming in over the last week or two, as I'm sure you're all aware. Plenty of southerly and southwesterly blows, so there should probably be a bit of a swell going on out there. A little bit sloppy. However, as long as we catch a few fish, I don't think anybody's going to mind too much. Let's do this. There you go, folks. Decisions, look. He just can't decide what he's going to put on. And he's got an extensive little collection there, look. What's mine for shame? Right, so we're out over a few wrecks now. Just to quickly run you through what we're going to be doing today. As I said, we're going to be doing a wee bit of jigging using the old faithful Joker jigs. I'm using my trusty Savage Gear 200 gram jigging rod, and to the keen-eye viewers you might notice that that reel is not the standard reel that I use. In fact, I've had to borrow it from Matthew because I tried to use my reel on the first drop, and lo and behold, he seized up and broken on me. So I'm now using a right-handed reel, which is not really ideal, but it's better than having no reel. Lovely reel, incidentally, Ocean Jigger, but yeah, it's not mine, and hopefully we can get on with it and catch one or two fish with it today. We'll just see how it goes. I think it's got 25-pound braid, which is pretty standard for this sort of fishing, and we've obviously got a nice fluorocarbon leader on there. I tend to go 30 to 35 pound on the leader, down to the jig. There we go, and there we go, down to the bottom. I like to go with a series of sharp little jolty lifts, and then a few nice long strokes to let it flutter, and every now and then work it a little faster and more aggressive, up and back down again and repeat. Yeah. Well, we've just hit into a fish at long last. It's been a lot of hard work today. Could well be a pouting, folks. The way it's gone today. Don't quite see how we're coming right up the boat here. Oh, it's a bass! Hey! We shall flip him in if he drops. Silver. There we go. Woohoo! There we go, folks. My first bass of the day. It's been very, very slow going so far. Really hard work. We've fished probably about 8, 7. We've hit 7 wrecks so far, and the tally so far is 1 smaller bass, 2 pollock, a pouting, and this. So Matt has been really working hard. We've seen lots of boats jotted about on different wrecks. We've not seen a single fish coming in. But yeah, that's the first fish of the day, and the first sizable one. I'll keep that for tea. You never know, it might be the only one. There you go. And that was caught on my old favourite. You've seen me use that many, many times. Cotton candy, cobra. See if that one can pay dividends. There's a fish. There we go, on the drop. Lovely stuff. Oh. That just took it on the drop there, guys. I don't know if you saw that. Let's have a look what we've got going on. There we go. Lovely stuff. Oh, another bass. I've just switched over to the cotton candy there, and hey presto. There we go, folks. Second bass for me for the day. Just sizable, so that's it. The first two, as I generally do, I'll keep the first two sizables, and the rest are all going back if we do catch any more. I just switched over actually to the cotton candy cobra, and first drop down has paid dividends. So happy days. Just hit another fishy, slowly but surely drop down, catching a few fish. There we go, that's not a bad one. Just lift him in. Oh, there we go. There's another one, just like the other one. Beautiful. I'm just going to toss this one back in and quickly get down there because there are a few fish coming over the gun walls now. Lovely stuff. And show you the difference between them. You can see here we've got 3 different joker jigs here: the Mayhem, the Cobra and the Slammer. All of them have different profiles and all of them will offer different actions. So let's show you, first off is this Mayhem. These have got a much wider profile. They're going to be more fluttery in the water, so when you're lifting them they're going to do a lot of flittering and flattering, which when the tide isn't pulling so much gives you a really good chance to entice an aggressive take. When it's really pulling, that fluttering motion sometimes pulls the lure away from the boat, so you want a slimmer profile. But this wider profile lure, particularly as the tide starts to ease away, or if it's not such a big fierce tide, really comes into its own. This one here is a Slammer, which is, as you can see, a much more slender, longer and thinner profile. Now what this does is lots of darting and sharp darts around. When you pull it on the upstroke, it will still go on its side and almost look like a spinny gyrating lure on the way down, but it certainly doesn't flutter as much as the Mayhem. It's got a really lovely darting, jolting motion. And this one is called the Cobra. Now this, for my money, is a little bit in between. It's slightly wider in profile, but it's still got that really long, sharp, slender profile, so you get a little bit of the best of both worlds with this one. This works really well if you're bringing it up fast, because it does dart on the way up, but it also offers a little bit more in the way of fluttering down. Really good lure. And again, you've seen it on the channel many times. We've had lots of fish on them. They really work well. It gets down there quickly where you want it to, and as I say, it's a bit of an in-between from the Slammer to the Mayhem. There's a fish. That was just coming up through the water that time. Six turns up, and then bang. There we go, lovely. Another nice cute little bass. And there you can see the mayhem hanging out of his mouth. Well, there you go, that's a double hit of bass. But have a look at this, more importantly. Now, I don't know what this is.
Just spat it out.
It's just gobbed it out. Matthew reckons it could be a red band. I don't know what it is. Have a look at that. Look, anybody got any ideas? Let us know. I reckon it definitely is one of those red band fish. Right, so we're back down with the mayhem again. There was a little flurry of activity there. A few fish came to the boat. Hopefully we get another little repeat, and hopefully we find one or two better sized fish. But all you can do is catch fish. Oh, that was a hit. I've just had a hit. That was a lucky ducky. And drop this back down. I think I just had a hit on the drop. Oh, are we in? Are we in? We're in. Yes. Well, certainly isn't setting the world on fire in terms of size, but it was fun all the same getting a few hits as it was dropping through. Have a look at that, folks. The lure is almost as big as the fish. Greedy little sod. There we go. Lovely stuff. Not a bad fish, that one. Two on one drift, two on one drift. That's what he's just coughed up, folks, look.
It's speeding up.
There we go. Oh, that didn't feel like. Oh, and again. There we go. One hit. I lost that, and then straight into the second hit. Ideal. Couple of feisty bass, I reckon. And there we see it. There we go, people. That was 3 from one drift there. So yeah, not bad at all. Back she goes. Touchdown. 2 turns up off the bottom, and we're working. There's a fish. There we go. That one feels a little bit better, folks. Lovely. Nice. Second fish on this drift, so that's good. Does feel a little better. There we go, that one's really angry. Actually, probably smaller. No, it's probably smaller than the last one that I had, but he fought harder. He fought better. You just grab him there, and there I'll show you again, folks. Look, that is that purple haze mayhem with a nice bass. They love them. Go. Lovely fish. And back she goes. There's a fish. Haha. Just on the upstroke there, folks. You saw that? That was lovely. Nice take. Yeah, slightly better one. Oh, he just gobbed me. Haha. And down she goes. See, that's catch and release. That's how you do it. Right, folks. As we just wind down for the last drift or two, that is going to have to be about that. I hope you've enjoyed it. Started off very, very slow today and really hard work. We were all panicking, thinking it's going to be a tricky day, but actually Matt has worked bloody hard, gone from wreck to wreck to wreck to wreck, and the last period of the day he's put us into a couple of wrecks that have really produced a fish. I don't know how many I've had in total, but probably anywhere between 15 to 20 fish, I would guess. And you know, the boys around the boat have been catching very regularly throughout the whole afternoon, so very kudos to Matt for putting us on the fish. Once again, the Joker jigs doing the business. I'm pleased we switched to the Mayhem at the end because that was definitely a fish catcher. And all of those jigs are fish catchers on their day, as you know, but it was the Joker Mayhem today that was definitely the winning formula. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you again next time. Ciao for now.